people that wake up and wish they had it. There's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught by Carmichael. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Henry. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Looking to throw. Henry. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone of the Falcon deep.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Jackson, first play, going to throw. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Jackson's throw here caught by Mims. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Jackson being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson steps away to his left. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson on the move to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, it's up to how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Falcons have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got...
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 1 quarter in the books. 8-3 our score. Stroud now on 2nd down. He finds his man complete. That's Gibbs. Touchdown Falcons.
I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done. I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy. I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game. Don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. screaming my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game.
Hello new world, all the boys and girls, I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jury, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Atlanta. From just inside the 20, a short kick. Here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And this one complete again to Mims. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On 3rd down, Gibbs. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here we go on 4th down. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. He finds his man complete. It's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. We're scoreless after one. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Stroud on third down now. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 13-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. Up the middle they go. Gibbs, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And what a way to cap off the opening touchdown drive. You go for 2 and you get it.
Remember when the PAT or the extra point was a gimme, right? Plus 99%. It's not that way anymore, so more people are willing to take a chance, go for 2, and take the kicker a little bit out of the game.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Derrick Henry all alone. 36 yards on the play. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. In motion left goes a tight end. On second down, here's Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 54 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. Again, it's Henry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Henry up the middle. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Henry. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now the try here for the point after. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward. Maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he thought he was one of the key pieces in that play and wanted to get out and execute the assignment very fast.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And this is now a one-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 1st and 10, it's Stroud. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From their own end zone, it's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because...
And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Derrick Henry. As the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So not much time to speak of remaining in this way. A short kick, now a hit, and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. In motion left is Rice. Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Final play of the half, Stroud. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Yeah, fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Levis on 3rd down. He dumps it off for Henry. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers. Let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come. And they got it done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Running from the gun with Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. The tight end in motion right. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. In motion left is Rice. Buying time to his left. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Stroud to throw it. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
But that is going nowhere. Only a yard up to the 2. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Kind of a strange ball game, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we ride. Squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded if tell them they time is ticking. But we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in their pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Calvin Johnson, 81 yards. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
It's complete, and he will get in to make it 8-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Harold Carmichael. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's out wide here for Robinson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Stroud to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Guess who made the tackle? Yes, Reggie White. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Now Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A collegiate star here in Texas at SMU, it's Eric Dickerson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They run the counter. Gibbs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. He had already had an interception earlier. Now, Charles, he says, I think I'll get another, and I'll take this one all the way back for the score.
Well, you know how I feel about those defensive backs, especially safeties. They're certainly some of the best athletes on the team. They're asked to do a little bit of everything. And when you combine their athleticism with their field vision, those types of plays result.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
19 tight.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Stroud looking to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. They'll run on first down. Gibbs. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Gibbs.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. Being chased out left. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked with these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Stroud. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Here's Stroud. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw yet again here. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the former Falcon, with it. And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Trying to lay one up deep. They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, it's Stroud. Here's a diving catch right side. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Stroud will look to throw once more. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say, Touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Again, it's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Calvin Johnson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. From the 6. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter, and just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw on 2nd down, Stroud. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. Back to throw. Stroud. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Stroud. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Let's go. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take another shot here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Stroud. Able to find Mims. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Stroud. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw is Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Stroud back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a two-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this two-point conversion. That's caught. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop.